Okay. So, as I said earlier, good night, everybody. Thanks for um, signing up for the class. For those of you who were here last semester, it is a continuation of the Microsoft Office. Remember, Microsoft Office is a piece of software made out of four main programs, and these main programs are Microsoft Excel, which is the first one we did, and I wanted to do that one because it's the most difficult of all, you know. And I had a few people that wanted that program first, you know. So we got that program out of the way. And we learned a bunch of stuff. You know, Excel is a very visual program that allows you to represent data in a visual format using charts and tables and you know all kinds of the stuff, including functions and we use a lot of the functions to to come up with the different ways of analyzing data, such as you know the interest on a loan, the interest on a savings account, things like that. So it was very for me it was very nice and to know that and to pass that information to you guys. For now, we starting with the second program of the Microsoft Office. This is Microsoft Word, and the other two are Microsoft Access, and which we're not probably going to do because the version that we're using, Microsoft Office 365, it doesn't have that. And then the last one is Microsoft PowerPoint, which is a presentations program. Okay. But before we do this, let me give you kind of a little history of how Microsoft ended up being such a big software business. Let me bring out this video and then play it for you. Give me 1 second here. Get ready here. All right. So I'm going to be sharing my screen and show you the video here.
This episode of TechWiki is best viewed in Internet Explorer 11. Just kidding. But it wasn't too long ago that Microsoft's position in the market was so dominant that nearly everyone was using IE anyways, along with Windows, Office, and that Space Cadet pinball game that was actually awesome. So just how did Microsoft become the face of the software industry before Google was even a glint in Larry Page's eye? Well, it started back in 1975 when Bill Gates and Paul Allen wanted to get the programming language BASIC working on their Altair 8800, the first successful PC, the one with the little lights and switches on the front that was programmed directly by toggling them. They believed a basic interpreter would make it a lot easier for people to program on the Altair using a keyboard. What a concept. This interpreter, called Altair Basic, was Microsoft's first ever product, and it took up just 4 kilobytes on paper tape. It proved to be so popular that Bill Gates sent a very angry letter to hobbyists telling them to stop copying it and passing it around for free. Unfortunately for Bill, product activation was still a few decades away. But that's okay. It didn't stop Microsoft from growing and developing many more forms of BASIC through the early 1980s, which served not only as programming environments, but also as proto-operating systems for home computers of the time. Microsoft also launched its first ever piece of hardware in 1980 called the Soft Card, which allowed the operating system CP/M, which later evolved into DOS, to run on Apple computers. Sound familiar? Anyway, speaking of DOS, Microsoft agreed to produce DOS for IBM in 1981, which quickly made Microsoft a software giant.
Let me tell you something really quick on this. When Microsoft decided to write software for IBM, IBM basically wanted to compete with Apple. At the time, Apple was the biggest company selling a bunch of little Apple computers, and you know, Microsoft being a software company, they decided to go straight to Apple, to IBM, and say, look, you guys are going to compete with Apple. We have an operating system for you. And the name of the operating system, you guys now know it was called DOS. This operating system, it came on a little disk and all that. Me that I've been around with computers for a long time, I remember those days, little floppy disks, you have to put it in, turn on the computer and so on, okay? So that's what he's talking about right now. When they actually went to IBM, and IBM ended up buying the software from there. IBM back in the 70s was the biggest company. It was kind of like what Amazon is now. The number one company in the world, IBM. So let me continue with the video.
Yearly revenue raised from 16 million in 1981 to over 97 million a mere 3 years later in 1984. This number was also bolstered by the introduction of Microsoft Word in 1983, which was notable for being one of the first what you see is what you get word processors, meaning you could see formatting like italics on screen instead of having to type in a command later to get the printer to print the font that you want. And Microsoft continued to roll with the whole idea of making things on the monitor look nicer when they released Windows 1.0 in 1985. And while this initial version of Windows was really just a graphical shell that ran on top of MS-DOS, it was still ahead of its time in some ways. For example, it was widely criticized for relying too much on the mouse, since most computers in 1985 didn't even have them yet. But Bill Gates, who previously announced that the company would focus firmly on Windows, was undeterred, and 5 years later in 1990, Windows 3.0 was released and was a smashing success, thanks in no small part to their use of real, actual icons to represent programs and files, and its support for a whopping 256 colors. The original version of Microsoft Office was also released this year and was similarly successful, but some of Microsoft's productivity software rivals cried foul because Microsoft's knowledge of Windows supposedly allowed them to make Office run better on Windows than the competition. Whatever the truth was, Windows became the world's most popular graphical OS in 1993, with Office becoming the market leader in productivity applications a year later. So with all this success, the stage was very much set for the much ballyhooed Windows 95 release in, you guessed it, 1995, which included many enduring features like the start menu, the modern Windows desktop paradigm, and the taskbar. This, along with Microsoft's growing portfolio of consumer products like Encarta, Internet Explorer, and MSN, which is still around as a dial-up provider in the web portal, quickly turned Microsoft into a household name and a mainstay on both home and Office PCs worldwide. They even invaded our TVs, partnering with General Electric to launch MSNBC in 1996, a cable news channel that emphasized interactivity and online news to complement its TV offerings in its early days. Of course, Microsoft's market dominance raised some eyebrows, especially when they bundled Internet Explorer with Windows 98 and treated the browser as an integral part of the operating system. Certain elements of Windows wouldn't run properly without IE. This escalated to the point where the US government nearly broke Microsoft into two companies in 2000, though this was avoided through a settlement. While this litigation was going on, Microsoft rolled out Windows ME, which was so buggy that PC World joked that ME stood for Mistake Edition. But Redmond quickly righted itself in 2001, releasing the venerable Windows XP, the first Windows version for consumers that ditched MS-DOS, which ran underneath Windows 90X, using the much more stable Windows NT kernel, which was previously only intended for business use. That same year, Microsoft dove headfirst into the game console wars, releasing the original Xbox as a big FU to Sony, whose PlayStation product line was driving game developers away from Windows. And although the Xbox may have been a little big and looked a little tacky, it was ahead of its time in a number of ways, being the first console to include an Ethernet jack and a hard drive. So by this point, it's clear that Microsoft was trying to diversify their business in areas other than just the traditional PC software space. But unfortunately, if we went into all of Microsoft's post-2001 successes and missteps, this wouldn't really be a tech quickie episode. It'd be like a tech longy episode. So let us know in the comments what you'd like to see us cover in a follow-up modern history of Microsoft.
All right, so just to give you, let me stop this here. So in other words, Microsoft is the company that actually started the productivity software is called. Meaning, we got entertainment software such as games, music, and all that. But productivity software is that software used for creating something for a business in a sense. Of course, Word is used now by almost everybody. So that's what he was talking about. Okay. So now let me show you a little bit of the timeline on Microsoft Word. Word, as I said before, it was not the first word processor. Back in the early 80s, there used to be another word processor which was really popular. It was called WordPerfect. I don't know if any of you remember that. I remember that because I was really good at using WordPerfect. So when I make the switch to Microsoft Word, it was really easy. It was kind of like the same thing, but Word made it easier because it had a graphical interface. You could see things. And just remember that at the beginning of the computer age, there were no graphics or anything. Everything was text based. And I'm going to show you another video. I just want to give you a little introduction today on all this technology, so that way you understand a little bit of all this stuff that we're going to be using. So let me play you here another video of the development of Word. As a matter of fact, years ago, I met the guy who invented Word. He's a multimillionaire now, just kind of like Bill Gates and Steve Ballmer and all those guys who started the company. So let me switch back really quick here. Um, okay. Shoot. Here. Trying to stop it. I'm sorry. Trying to stop it and it starts again. Um, you remember that sound as soon as you get to see this. All right. Let me rewind it here. Let me mute the music. We don't need the music. So the first kind of Microsoft Office came out during the early. Uh, see, this is one of the first one with a graphical interface. As you can see, that it was very very simple. In the 90s, early 90s, Microsoft Office 3.0, August 30th of the early 90s. Look at that. It came on a big box because it had a bunch of discs. All the graphics and everything were in discs, and floppy disks. So you need a big box to keep all the discs together. That's Excel. That's how it looked. And then the 4.2 came out for Windows NT. Windows NT was another Windows operating system. NT stands for networks. It was specifically for businesses. That's how it looked. It came also with instructional booklet. There you have it. See. And then 95 came out with Microsoft Office 95, along with Windows 95. Remember, I don't know if any of you remember Windows 95. Windows 95 was a huge success also.
I had that one, Mr. Vasquez.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, what's his name? Let me tell you something here on Windows 95. It was I actually advertised by Bill Gates. He will appear with Jay Leno. Jay Leno on on a commercial, announcing Windows 95. So Windows 95 lasted a long time. It was a really good operating system, but it was still based on DOS, based on the disk operating system. So it will run. You needed DOS first, and then Windows 95 will run on top of it. So it will slow down the whole, operating system. So here we go. I took out the music because it's kind of like a noise. This is 97, and it came out with Microsoft 97. You notice it says this is Microsoft 97, and it worked on Windows 98. I don't know if you remember that. Windows 98 was another operating system that lasted a long time. But if you notice, every 2, 3 years, Microsoft changes their products. I'm gonna tell you why at the end of the video. So here we go. Notice it looks basically the same. It's just a few changes here and there. And then Office 2000, that one lasted a long, long time before people upgraded, to the next one was 2003. So every 3 years, Microsoft kept updating the program. But if you notice, it looks basically the same, not much difference. And then, that was the Office XP also, because in 2001, Microsoft released Windows XP. Windows XP was a very, very good operating system. I seen computers still using it, as a matter of fact. But it was also no longer based on DOS. You didn't need DOS for that. It ran on its own. So it was really good operating system. And then you have Microsoft Office 2003, 3 years later, for the Windows Server. This was for basically for the businesses, and you could basically share, the same. Somebody could be working on it, and another person working on it. 3 or 4 more people could work on the same document at the same time. So it was very useful for businesses. 2007, that's when Windows Vista came out, and also Office 2007 came out. Windows Vista didn't last that long because right away they had too many problems. So they move on to Windows 7 after that. So in 2010, they released Microsoft Office 2010 along with Windows 7. Windows 7 was really good operating system. Still used, widely used everywhere. And they came out with the different versions, like the Home Edition, the Office Student Edition, the Professional Edition, all these different editions. 2013, another release of Microsoft Office. Now released for Windows 8. You notice how they went along with a new operating system every time. It's a business. This one looked a little bit more fancy, but pretty much it's the same. It's kind of like the same, a little bit more fancy and better interface, but it's still the same. 2016, it was released in 2015, along with Windows 10. So that's 2016. That one looks a little better, and it has more content, more graphics, and you can do more stuff with the pictures and all that. This is the 2019, the latest version. But at the same time, by the time they released it, they realized that they were losing the market to Google Documents. See, Google has all this software free. They have what is called Google Docs, which is the same thing as Microsoft Word. They have Google Sheets, which is the same thing as Microsoft Excel. They have Google Slides, same thing as Microsoft PowerPoint. And then they have Google, what's the other one? Google, I don't remember the other one, but it's the same as Access. So all those programs, you could find them in Google by having a Gmail account, free of charge.
And they have the Google Classroom now for the students.
Yeah. So Google has taken a lot of the market away from Microsoft. That's why they decided to release their own version of the online software, which will take me to, let me show you here. So that's the latest version, 2019, and then Office 365. Let me show you Office 365. Those of you who had the class last year are familiar with it. Let me just go right here. And this is the latest release, basically for, let me go to the home here. I'm on the home actually. See, Microsoft Office 365 is kind of like the competition to Google, which offers free access to all the software. Look at Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, uh, to-do list, a calendar, and a Skype for, because remember that Google has a Duo, that you can actually have kind of like a Zoom type of thing. So basically, Microsoft is competing now with Google directly on their website. How can you obtain an account for Microsoft Office? I'm gonna put the link on the chat. So those of you who are new, definitely wanna create an account. Let me just go to the chat and put the and all you have to do is just go to what is it? It's I can just do the link right here. Okay. Wow, it didn't do the link. Let me just probably see http:// and there. Okay, there. That's the link. I put the link on the chat. And this is what you need to do. When you click on the link, it's going to take you. See, I'm already logged in, but let me show you how the link will look.
Excuse me. Oh.
Yeah. In this window, if I go to Office, it's Office 365 it's called, but you can also go to Office. I think I should have put Office 365. Office, let me just, I think it goes either way, office.com. See, I'm already signed in. That's why it's doing this to me, because I already have an account on all my browsers. So I can't show you because I already, let me see if I can log off. Let me see if I can log off. It won't log me up. I have to go log off here. Sign out. Here it is. All right, so I'm signed out. All right. So this is it. Look at when I go to Office, either Office, if I put office.com or Office 365 is the same thing. Okay, it's the Office Online. Look at. I just want to show you that. See, and then you click on Sign In, and here it will allow you to create your own account. Like in this case, let's say I have no account, so I have to create my own account. Let me just go to. See, it's doing it this way because I already have an account, so mine looks slightly different. You can go to see it already has my email and everything. So let me switch to a different account. Okay, no, see, because I'm already signed up for it. So, but anyway, when you go to it, click where it says create an account, sign in, or sign up. I'm sorry, sign up is the thing. See, I can't show you the window because my window is different. Since I already have the account, it's just not showing me the same way. But you can use your current email, any email that you have, okay? So put your email and to create the account. See, I already have the account, so all I have to do is just sign in. But I did create a new one for the class at the beginning. So that is important to do. Make sure you create an account. Okay, so let me continue just with the introduction. You can do the account at any time, okay? Even as I'm showing this. I want to show you another video also. This is one of those funny videos, but it demonstrates how much technology has changed. All right, so let me get the video going and then I'll come back here. There it is. Give me 1 second, just to put it on the screen. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Okay. All right, I have it. Let me just switch back and show you this video here. I don't know, some of you have seen it before, but it's just really, really interesting. There. Wait a minute, that's not it. That's not it, that's not it. I don't know why you switched me then. Here it is. No, that's not it. Give me 1 second here. That's not the video I'm trying to play. I don't know why it keeps sending me to another one. There, that's the one. All right. Here it is. Here we go. It's called Kids React to All Technology.
Today you are reacting to this.
What is it? What is that? A computer?
Oh, it's an old computer.
That's cool. I like pressing buttons.
It's huge. It's very huge.
If you don't have a desk, where do you put this? It is very hipster. Question time!
So it is an old computer.
Yes.
From the late 1970s or early 80s. What do you think of it just from looking at it?
Kind of like those old televisions that are like very boxy.
Go ahead, turn it on.
Nothing's happening.
So you turn the monitor on. Where else might an on switch be?
Hello? How do I do this?
It's in the back.
Oh, I see where it is. Why does it have to make so much noise? And there's nothing on the screen.
Doesn't look anything like what we have now.
Apps, games, websites, everything. But this thing right here has nothing.
Go ahead and try to do something on the computer.
Nothing's happening. How do I do this?
You can't do anything or even type until you hit a reset button that's on the computer that's
Reset!
It's very tedious.
It's like pre-flight checks, kind of.
That is too many steps.
How do you like do anything?
Maybe you pressed shift. Okay, that can do anything. Where's the mouse? Where's the mouse?
Everything is just done with the keyboard.
What?
Okay, now. Okay.
I'm gonna write my name. Wait, it doesn't matter.
Are there any programs on it?
You had to type into the keyboard to get it to do anything.
So if I type in games, it returns. Error!
Ah, error.
This computer isn't an error.
How do you go on the internet? You,
What? Pretty sure Timothy Berners-Lee didn't create it yet.
There was no internet back then.
What? How do you look up homework?
You gotta go to the library.
Who wants to do that?
So computers back then could only do limited things. For example, you can do math, type documents, and code, but that's about it.
Are you serious? That's mind-blowing.
Then it was the peak of technology. Now it seems kind of worthless.
Well, it's kind of good because it was kind of the first technology, but the computers today are kind of better.
Let's do some math. Go ahead, type in a math problem.
2 plus 2. I don't see anything.
When you just type numbers out, the computer doesn't know what you want it to do. It just sees the numbers. You need to give it a command to let it know, hey, I'm about to give you numbers.
Answer the math problem. That doesn't make any sense. You have to give some sort of command and then type in what you want it to do? This would be the hardest thing in the world.
So what you need to do is you have to type the word print first.
Oh, Math has nothing to do with print. I don't get how you have to put print. Nothing prints out. So just print.
Oh, wait.
Return. Oh! It's it! I feel so proud of myself! Finally! Took 1,000 years. I don't get it. And I also don't get the 1970s.
Person that was using this a long time ago must have a lot of codes right next to them.
I don't want to do this anymore.
So besides the computer, there is something else next to it.
These things.
Do you have any idea what those things are?
Oh, it's a baseball pencil. Power source.
External disk drives.
They're actually used for this.
Hey, a CD. It's a CD case.
A floppy disk.
Oh, floppy disk. It was like a flash drive.
They actually call that a floppy disk.
Oh yeah, it's floppy.
That big computer has no hard drive on it.
It's horrible.
Then why is it so big?
So floppy disks were used to store data. Floppy disks could also come with programs on them. So the one you're holding has a version of DOS.
Dots?
You know what DOS is?
No. No. No, I think it could be somebody's last name.
Do you want to play a game on the computer?
Yeah. Yes.
Could you grab the floppy disk, please?
Go ahead and put it in.
I'll put this in.
Oh, is the lid shut?
Right, turn around. No, other way. No, flip, turn around.
It doesn't like suck it in.
Shut it.
There. This isn't working. Does it press on it?
Print.
Try it.
Return. It said 0.
I don't like this computer. Really don't.
If the computer was already on and you put in the disk, you got to turn the computer off and turn it back on.
Oh my gosh. You guys are crazy. Yes! It worked.
Okay, let me help you. No.
I don't like it. It works at least.
No. I think the game broke. Messed up.
Do I have to pay for it? Too much pixelation.
Game over.
It's green, which makes it look ugly. At least it's better than Flappy Bird.
So every computer, even today, has something called a processor inside of it. And depending on how good your processor is how powerful the machine is. You would need at least 850 of those computers to equal the single power of this one small phone.
What? How can they do that? Technology is awesome.
Look at how humanity has used their intellect. Pretty awesome.
Truth. So finally, would you want one of these today?
Sorta. It's pretty cool.
No, it can do really nothing.
I have better things, so why would I want this?
3 decades ago, I would love to have this, but now this is just a footstool.
No.
You wouldn't use it?
No, the gears are booming, the stuff is booming, and the whole thing is booming. Thanks for watching this technological episode of Kids React.
Leave a comment of which technology we should react to next.
All right, so I just wanted to show you that. Look at how much technology has evolved. Those are the computers back in the day. Kids don't even know what to do with them anymore. You know, computers back then didn't have a mouse. Mouse was basically developed later on and during the 90s. Computers for a long time didn't have a mouse. Well, actually, the mouse was developed in the early 80s. As a matter of fact, the Apple computer, the famous Apple Macintosh, was the first computer with a mouse. It was actually released in 1984. And it was one of the highest selling products in history, you know, a little Macintosh that came with a mouse. Really nice. Imagine how much things have evolved. And that's one of the things that I always get. Well, Mr. Vasquez, what version of Office should I get? Should I get Office 210, 215, 216, 219? What version? It doesn't matter. It's like when I always tell my classes this: when you learn how to drive, it doesn't matter if you drive an old car or a new car. Your driving skills are always the same. You know what I'm saying? So if you learn to drive in an old car, you can drive a new car. You have to kind of like adapt a little bit, learn, you know, where the little gears are for. But other than that, it's basically the same thing. So all the versions of a program are basically the same thing. If you learn one, They're all the same. It just has a little bit more features than the other one, but other than that, it's fine. You know. So don't get scared with a new version. So you know all these things different. It's always the same. You know, if you learn one, it's always gonna be the same one. All right. So those new students, were you guys able to create your account? Sue, Linda, and where's thinking log off because the phone he was using the phone. So yeah, make sure that you guys create your account because the next thing is we're gonna go into Keith. Keith, I don't know if you were able to create your
Excuse me.
account. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. You want us to do it right now?
Yeah, because the next step we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of like start using the program. If you can do that, yeah, just click on the link, and there should be a link that says sign up. Sign up for an account using your own email. You can use the email that you provided for the school. You know, you can use an email that you know the password, that you know how to access it, because they will send you a confirmation email. You know that you created the account. Remember, this will give you free access to Microsoft Office, so you don't have to have Microsoft Office. They give you the free Office 365 online version of it. All right, so.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I have Microsoft Word on my computer. So does that means I already have an account, right?
Not necessarily, because the version for the computer is one thing, and the version online is a different thing. So
so I'm really confused. I don't even know where to type in to sign into the account.
Do you see on your Zoom link? There's a little icon for chat. You click on that.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. On chat.
Click on chat,
okay.
and then I put office the office link there. Let me put the office.
Yeah, but all it has here is sign in. It doesn't have create a new account.
It doesn't have sign up.
No, it just has welcome to office, sign in, get office, but it doesn't say create a new account. So should I just do get office?
No, let me try another website.
Okay. I'll come back to Zoom and then we'll see what.
So let
me.
I'm not even getting any of this on the computer. All I have is people's faces.
Well, you have to go to the chat, Sue.
I did go to the chat. I clicked on it.
And then you click on the link.
There was no link to click on. It didn't change.
Oh, okay. Try Sage 65. Let me try that. 1 minute.
Yeah, try the second.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Take your time.
I'm sorry, but all I see is the face. I see Mr. Vasquez. I see you on my computer. That's it.
Yeah, you don't see anything else at the very bottom of your screen.
Well, I have icons. It says AOL and email and all that stuff. Is that what I'm looking for? Share a screen, record,
somewhere right there you'll see a chat, like a little bubble.
Right, I see chat, but it's not. I just clicked on it. Nothing happened.
It doesn't. A little window pops up.
No.
There should be a little window somewhere on your screen. You're using your computer or your
my computer. And what would the windows say anything? I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Okay. Is it AOL? No, that's not it.
No. It will be it's like a little window that chat. Maybe if you go to the let me see how I can show you this. I don't know how I can show you this. Let me take a picture of this and then show you here. I guess if I take a picture and then I show you the picture here.
Is it on the side?
Are you showing a picture?
Yeah, I'm gonna show the picture right now. So here it is. Look at just minimize this window here.
Okay, I see the chat.
So here's the chat right here. And when you
clicked on that.
When you click on that,
then what happens?
A window should pop up. Let me show you the window. Stop the share here, and then let me click it myself. And I think sometimes Maybe if I exit my full screen. Do you see the window now or no?
No.
That's strange. Let me show you how the little
You're on
window.
see, you're on the full screen.
Uh-huh.
But
So I'm
nothing-
exiting the full screen, and once I exit the full screen, look at you'll see the see, this is the little window that popped up right now.
Okay, now I see it, yes.
Okay, so there's a link, Office. Click on the link for Office 365.
Okay,
Okay, so
There's no sign in there though, or create a new account.
let me
I went
check.
on it twice and looked all through it.
Give me 1 second here.
Okay. Because I want to go back to chat and try again.
Let me see. The thing is, I'm signed up to it. I have to do it with another browser. Let me do it with another browser here.
Okay, no problem.
okay.
Okay, here. So I'm using now Brave. This is another browser. And I think I can show you with this. So, all right, so this is my browser, Brave. Let me show you here. If I type Office 365,
Do I go out of this?
Okay, go ahead, log in. Yeah, go ahead.
look at once the first time. See, this is what
Okay,
you're
that's
getting.
what I saw. So
All right.
where is create a new account?
Let me show you here. When you click sign in,
Did you click sign in? Okay, thank you. I
click
know what
sign
to
in.
do.
Look at it, says no account, create one.
Okay, thank you. I can do it now. If you go back to chat, I'll go on the link.
Yeah, so it says no account, create one.
Okay, I
And
got it.
when you create the account, don't forget to use your email that you have access to. An email
Okay.
that you use it all the time. Okay, so
Okay, I just have one more question. Once I create it,
Okay, so wait a minute.
then does the icon go on my desktop?
no, you have to save the. What are you using? You using a computer also?
Yeah, I'm using computer. I know how to create it, make an icon to put it
Yeah,
on. the
make an
desktop.
icon so it's automatically there.
Okay, I'll save the URL and then I'll make one. Okay, thank you.
Perfect. All right. And so
Now I have the, I don't understand what you put on the screen right now. I can't use that. I have to go back to my window and start from scratch, right?
no. Go to the chat. Click on the link on the chat. It will take you to this window that you're seeing right now.
When I hit chat, on the side, it comes up, your name and Office 365. Is that what I'm
Yeah,
supposed to do?
click on Office 365.
Okay.
And look at the window I have on the screen. You should be able to go to the same window that I have.
It says Microsoft 365 and it says for home, for business, for enterprise, for education.
All right, so is it
Is that what I want? Is that the page I want?
is the same window that you see on my?
It doesn't say create an account.
No, I know. It's not gonna say that. It's gonna
I
say.
don't know what
Do you see sign in? Look at my
I
window.
see. I see sign in.
Go ahead and click on that.
Okay, I have a question
Okay.
for you, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
I have it, the Microsoft account. I'm from my College of the Desert because I'm an instructor there.
Uh-huh.
However, I want to do a personal one.
Yeah, use
So
a different email.
when I do my personal one with my personal email address and I change my password for this, will it mess up my College of the Desert? Or this, I'm completely.
No, it's completely different. See, in my case, I have two accounts. I have the school account, and I also have my own personal account. You can have as many accounts as emails
Okay,
that you
that's a
can
good
use.
thing to know. Okay,
Yeah, they're
thank you.
completely separate, so no, not a problem.
Okay, I
And
got
so,
it.
you click where it says create one. You see
Okay.
that there? Do you see my link right here that I have a circle? It says no account, create one. You go ahead and click on that.
Mr. Vasquez,
Yes.
this is Sue. I put in my email address to create an account, and it says I already have an account, which I do, and
Oh,
it's,
okay.
I have to put in a different email address.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
have
no.
a different one.
Wait a minute. If you already have an account with Microsoft, this is what you need to do. Go back out and then sign in. As long as you know the password, you're able to sign into it. So instead of clicking, it will put your email account that you already have. Don't create an account. Just click on sign in. Just go back on the arrows.
I don't know my password.
You have to know the passwords. If you don't know the password,
Okay.
I think it has an option that you can retrieve it or change it. But then it's gonna.
It's
That's
gonna
how.
screw up your Gmail then, or your email address.
Yeah, it's gonna mess me up if I change it now. I have to go out into my own.
See if you can have access to it. If not, just well, we already have one. No need to create another one.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to hold up the class, but if you can keep going on, we can watch. I'll try to do it again because it's telling me my password's incorrect and I don't want to change anything right now. So.
But it says that you already have an account also.
Yeah, it says I have an account and I put my personal Gmail in and it says it's the wrong password. So something is not right.
So you put yeah, but you're signing in. Don't sign in. Create a new account using.
No, I just create a whole nother new one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's asking for my password.
Yeah,
But I don't remember my password.
That's why I said you have to use an email that you know the password, because they're gonna send you a confirmation email that you have to open on your email.
Oh, let me try this.
Look, it gives you also the option. Let me show you here. When
Yeah,
you
it gives the option of sign in with options. What's that?
Let me show you. When you click, you can click right here on the bottom where it says, let me clear this.
Okay, show us.
Right here where it says get new email address. And they will give you an email.
Wait, I didn't see that. Hang on one second.
Yeah, when you go create an account, it allows you to also get a new email address, which will be an Outlook account.
Oh, I have an Outlook account, I think.
It will create another one for you then also. So that way you don't mess up anything else. This will be just a separate account. Make sure that if you create a new one, make sure you save the password, because you're gonna forget it by tomorrow. So I always recommend for you to write down the information, the username and the password. As you're typing it, make sure you write it down on a piece of paper next to you or on your phone as a contact. Okay. All right. As we're waiting for them to create their account, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of continue a little bit. I'm
all set up.
Keith, were you able to do it or no?
Yes, sir. I'm in.
All right, great. Good job. Let me give me 1 second here. Let me stop this share right here. And I don't worry, it takes a while. We all went through this process. Everyone here in the class had to create their account, and we had all kinds of issues. So it's don't feel that you're holding the class back. You're not. It's just it happens. We all have to go through the step of creating the account. And the purpose of it is that we have free access to all the Microsoft programs. And because if you wanted to install Office in your computer, you have to pay for the version and all that. Here they have it free of charge. So it's a great way to have an online access to Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, all these programs that are free for us now. Okay. In the past, in order for you to use Word, you had to buy it.
I can't.
Yes, so what happened?
I'm sorry. If I create a new account, I'm gonna mess
No.
up the account on my computer.
Wait a minute. Don't create a new. Let me tell you. So create a new account using creating a new email. They will create a new email for you. Okay.
But then no one can get me on the new email. I don't have another email.
No. You can use it. Let me tell you, this email is gonna be just for our class. Okay. We'll get you. So that way you can get the work and the assignments and all that.
So I just make up a new email? Is that what
No,
I
no,
do?
no.
Just make something up?
No, don't make it up. They give you the option to look at. If you go and create an account, look at my window right now.
Wait a second. I've got the wait a minute. I got the Microsoft sign-in thing right on my sheet right now. I don't know why it's so big, but I can't see you when I'm signed into the Microsoft. So I want to create a new account, right?
Yeah, but when you go to look at it, minimize that window that you have on the screen right now so you can see my window.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Now, can you see my window now?
All right. Yes.
You notice that I click on create an account, but instead of typing an email, I can have Microsoft give me an email. They can give you an email. It's gonna be an Outlook, so it's gonna be kind of like, let's say if you use your name Sue and then your last name is gonna be Sue at outlook.com. So it's in the old days, in the old days, Microsoft used to have the Hotmail accounts. They no longer had Hotmail. They still, if you have that account, then you can still use it, but they no longer offer those Hotmail accounts. And then they switched to a Microsoft.com account. They don't have those anymore. Now they have Outlook accounts. All right, so they will create an Outlook account for you free. Okay. And it's going to be completely a different account than the other one you have for Microsoft. Okay. How many can you have?
Okay.
As many as you want. There's no limitation. You'll be surprised how many emails. That's why the people who send, those spam emails, they just create email accounts right and left. So don't feel bad. You can make an email account. All right. Make sure you write down the username you're gonna use and the password. A way of using the best way, I always tell all my classes, the best way to create an email account is keep it professional, meaning that you use your name and maybe your initial for your last name. And if that's taken, you add, the year you were born or some other meaningful date. You don't want to put, nothing indecent such as hot mama or hot daddy. I see people doing that. We don't want that, okay, in an email, because that's you'll be embarrassed if somebody asks you for your email and then you say something like that, and they're gonna be like, what is wrong with this woman? So I always want to keep it professional and use my name. All my emails are usually P Vasquez. P for Pablo is my first name, or Pavas, Pa for Pablo, and then Vaz for Vasquez. So I do combinations of numbers like that. And if that's taken, then I add the year I was born, 59. So I can always add, something to complement that. And something that is easy for me to remember because it's my name and that the year I was born. So how can I forget that? And for the password, the same thing. Passwords they usually want a password that has one uppercase letter and a number and maybe a symbol. So if they require that 8 characters at least, just think of something. I usually like to think of something meaningful, like I don't know, nothing to do with your name or your street or none of that. I usually use like I don't know, like things that I like let's say I had to give an example, maybe a dish, like an Italian dish, ravioli. Something like that, ravioli 16, it costs $16 a plate, a combination of something like that you can always remember, So to make it easy, that's my idea, and believe me, it works for me. I never actually forget my passwords because I keep them like that, very easy and easy to remember. Okay, it's just kind of like a little tip I'm giving you on that. Let me clear this and go back to the main screen here. And this is what we're gonna do. You know what? I have this handout that I always give you guys. It's just kind of like a little reminder and a little kind of like getting to know a system, a computer system. All right. Now, if you're using your laptop, still is a computer system. If you're using your tablet, it is a computer system. If you're using your phone, it is a computer system. But even more powerful than a regular computer. But a traditional computer, a desktop computer, is usually what's recommended for this type of classes, because it makes it easy for you to work on it. Sometimes when you're working on a tablet, you don't see the whole screen because it sets up a mobile website. So you'll be using the mobile website, not the actual full website of Microsoft. So it will be a little tricky to find, the different icons and different things to do the work. Okay. Let me go over here and give 1 second here. Let's give you a few minutes. I'm gonna send you a handout really quick that we can fill up together. But let me send it to you to your emails. That's why it's important for me to know your email. Okay. So let me get this thing first. You know what? It's 7. Usually we like to take a break during this time. If you guys want to take a quick break, 10-minute break, while I get the file ready for everybody, let's go ahead and do so. Take a
Mr.
10-minute. Yes.
Mr. Vasquez, I'm sorry, I can't see you. They're asking me all these questions, like my name, my birth date. Am I supposed to fill all that out?
Yeah, but it's Microsoft. It's an account that they want. They're providing you with free online program. They definitely want your information. Yeah, it's not it's Microsoft. It's not an illegal company or anything. They're not going to steal your identity. Believe me, it's pretty safe. It's a safe website to do this.
Mr. Vasquez, I have a question.
Sure.
Did you just send us an email?
No, not yet. They'll send you an email as a welcome email once your account is set up.
Okay, so I just used my College of the Desert one, and so I'm hoping I did that right, because I have personally a Microsoft sign-in already, which is a basic account with but I don't remember the password. And then I have Microsoft Drive that I pay for, and then I have Microsoft Outlook, which is my backup for my email. Would I use my regular password for that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
But you said is the one for college, for the College of the Desert.
Well, I have that one, yeah. And then I tried to click on my personal regular email, which I gave you, and and it had a sign in with a password, and it said that was incorrect. So I could put my Gmail in there, but I'm afraid that it will screw everything up.
That's why I said to use to create
I tried to create a new one.
Letting Microsoft do it. Giving you.
I'll try again. I'll try to create a new one again and see what happens.
Okay.
Let me just go to Office and see, and then you guys take a break and I'll see what I can do. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
This is, I teach online for 5-6 hours every week, and it is, I know quite a bit, but this is really, because I use my home stuff, I don't want to mess up everything else I'm learning, and that's what I'm having the issue with right now.
That's what I wanted you to create an account, a different.
Yeah, separate. Yeah.
Separate account.
I'll try again.
Okay, now it says free Office for the web or Microsoft 365 Go Premium or current.
No. Use the free one. You don't want to pay. We're using only the free one.
It doesn't say free anywhere. Oh, yeah. I see. Free Office for the web. Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The free Office and the premium is the same thing. There's no difference.
So did you create a whole new account?
Yes.
Okay. With a brand new email, just a brand new email, Sue?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna get an email from them. If they send me an email, I'm not gonna get it.
You're gonna get it on your Outlook once you're signed in.
It's not, it says free office for the web and I'm clicking on the box, but it's not doing anything.
I will have to see the window. Can you, let me show you, you can share your window.
Okay, tell me how to do that.
Let me activate that because it's not active. Now, see if you can share your screen with me and that way I can see exactly what you need to do.
I'm so sorry, but I'm so computer illiterate. I don't know how to do that. There's an, let me see. No, that's not right. I just got out of it. Now I'm messed up.
On the bottom of,
Say hello to that. Oh my gosh.
on the bottom of the screen, there's a link next to the chat that says share screen. If you click on that, it will allow you to see what you can share. If you click on the window for Microsoft, I can probably show you where to click and what to do and all that.
Okay. Now I'm back to you. I'm totally off the Microsoft. I clicked it, but it didn't, I didn't have anything to share a screen. I have to start all over, I think.
Yeah, if you close it, yeah, you close the session. So you have to open it again and create a new session.
You're gonna get very frustrated with me. I'm so sorry.
No. That's the whole point. You're here to learn. Don't worry about it.
But I'm not, now I'm just signing in. I've already created my account, or I have to start all over.
If you already created the account, you know the password, you can just sign in this time.
Okay.
So I'm in. So the new password has to have 8 letters or an icon or numbers.
I think it says there that at least one uppercase letter.
Oh, I see it following uppercase letter, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Combination. Just think of a phrase, something
Yeah,
simple that
I know
you
how to
can
do that. That's no problem. I'm finally in.
All right. Yes. I'm happy for you.
My internet's very slow right now. It's not, it's just going around and around in a circle when I push to sign in.
It's because of the Zoom takes up a lot of the bandwidth when we're using Zoom. If you yeah, it does that.
Okay, I'm just gonna write down it and then we can take a break, Sue. Oh, are you, can you?
I can take a break once I sign in.
If you need to take a break, you just relax. So I don't want you to stress out. Take a quick break and then go drink a glass of water or walk.
No, we're gonna have a shot at tequila.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so now there's a little box and it says save password, username and password.
That's it. Let me tell you what that means. That means that you can save it to your computer that you're using. So every time you log in, instead of you signing and putting the password, the browser will put it for you. That's if you want it. Nobody else uses that computer, I will do that.
Just my husband.
Yeah, so.
My husband and I.
And we can put our real birthdays and everything in. They're not gonna sell our stuff.
I don't even get to see that. This is from Microsoft.
Yeah, I'm doing Microsoft, and I created my new password, and I created a new email and a new password, and now, like Sue said, it's asking for that information. So do I put my birth date in?
Yeah, I think so. It's for statistics that they do that. Look, they're giving you the free program, so they want to get something in return.
Okay.
So you might, every once in a while on that Outlook account, you'll get an email with an offer. That's the whole point, That's how they make money. All right, so let me, when you're done in the chat, just put your email so I can send you that.
I have one, okay. So they're gonna send me an email and then I enter the code. Okay, I'll wait to see if I get the, I didn't get the code yet, so they didn't send.
Just wait, they'll send it to you.
Okay, I'm not messed up because now it says sign into Chrome.
Well, but do you sign into Chrome when you use Google Chrome or no?
I don't sign, I know.
Okay, if you don't sign
No.
in, go ahead and dismiss that, open another tab, and you'll be safe.
It won't, when I hit next, it won't.
No, don't hit next. Open another tab at the top of the screen.
There is no other tabs.
There's a little plus sign.
There's a plus sign, yeah?
Yeah. You see it or no?
Yeah, I just hit it. New tab, it says.
All right, so now go ahead and put
Search
the
Google.
Office 365 there.
It says search Google or type a URL.
Yeah, type the URL, it's office365.com.
Oh, I have a question.
Sure.
They want to send me the code, but I'm working off my telephone to get the email. So how do I find the email with the new email that I sent? Where do I go? Do I go to Google Chrome and sign into Gmail and then find it?
Is that you put that account for the code?
No, I made a brand new email and I put a brand new password.
But
and then it says we want to verify the email, enter the code we sent you to the new email address that I created. How do I get to my new email?
All right, are you signed in already or no?
I can't sign in because it wants to send me an email, but it wants me to enter the code. But I don't even know where to go to find my
Let me tell you, when you were typing the information, do you put your phone number by any chance?
No.
What other way of
can I go back and try to put the phone number in?
No, because it will mess up the system.
Oh, so how do I? So if I give you my fake email for class and my password, can you do it and get the code for me?
You know how to share your screen?
Yeah, I think I do. Hang on 1 second.
Share your screen so I can see it.
I know how to share my screen. Hang on. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Okay, it says they send it to this Gmail account.
Yeah, now where do I go to get that?
You have to go to you open another tab right here.
Where?
Over here. See, this has the Gmail. This is you use the Gmail to create this Microsoft account.
Yeah, I use Gmail. I just made this Gmail account, this new email that you said for.
Let me tell you.
Emails from you from school.
Okay, but this one you use it for school, you said?
No, this is a brand new account. You told me to create a
no, wait a minute. You create this Gmail account out of nowhere?
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Oh, okay.
It has to be a valid email address. I said you can let Microsoft create it for you. So let's go ahead and stop that share.
Okay, stop the share. So what do I do now?
There you go. Yeah, no, you have to let when you sign up for a new account, you have to use a valid email. You cannot just invent the email. It has to be a valid one. I said one that you have access because they're gonna send you a confirmation. Remember I said that?
No.
Yeah, no, I said that. Yeah, you have to use a valid email account, one that you have access to, that you know the password, so they can send you the confirmation. Now, if you let me tell you, if you let Microsoft create the account for you, where I show you that it says create one, get me one, they give you a Outlook account that doesn't require that. Okay. But since you created one with your own email, they're sending you the confirmation code to that email. But if it's a fake email,
yeah, but that's what I said. I tried it with my regular email, and it said my password was not correct. That was what the problem was. So that's why I created it.
Yeah, no, that's why I said don't use that, and try to let Microsoft look at on this window that I'm showing right now, where it says get a new email address. When you click right here, see, they give you an Outlook account, and it's a new one. This is where I thought you had created your account. With this one, it doesn't really needs anything because it's automatically they create it for you. But if you use a different email, then they're gonna send you the confirmation to that email. So.
Okay, I got a question.
Sure.
I'm on Google, and you told me to type office365.com,
Yeah.
and now all these things came up. Do I hit
Wait a minute.
Office 365?
You have this window, look at my window. You have this window or
If I look in your window, I have to erase mine. If I minimize
let me
it,
show
I
you.
lose it.
Let me show you this. Look at. I don't know what windows you have. Look at what you can't see. That's the thing. You can see what I'm doing now.
Mm-mm.
You notice that a Windows has the windows that you have open has 3 buttons. The first button is called the minimize button.
Yes.
If we click on that, it's only gonna minimize the window. So go ahead and then it has another
Okay,
one called the.
clicked on.
Yeah, you did. You're not closing it. Just minimize it. Now let me show you here on my. Can you see my window now?
Yes.
Look at this one right here. The second button is for the resize. Look, if I click on this, it
Oh,
makes
wait a minute. I
it
can't.
makes
Oh,
my
okay.
window.
Now,
It makes my window smaller, so that way I can have 2 windows open.
right. Oh, I see.
If you can do that.
I made it smaller, but I don't know where it went.
Okay, no, you minimize it. When it's minimized, look at. Let me show you. When it's minimized, it goes to. Let me show you here. Share my desktop. Just
You're good.
like when you minimize it, it goes right here. Look at on the. Oh, this right here, this area is called the taskbar. So if I click right here, look at this is where my window is minimized right now. If I click on that, it will bring it up. Look at, see. So if you click,
Wait a minute. You clicked on that.
I click on Chrome and it opened it for me. So
Why is that?
right here on the desktop, this is called the desktop, and this is called the taskbar. If you click on the taskbar, you'll see the icon for the program that you minimize. If it was,
yeah. I mean, you can do it. It won't come up on me for me.
You didn't click on the X, no, because the X is to close it completely. If you click the X, it's gone. You have to start a new session again.
You know what? I just clicked the X. I'm done.
No, don't never click the X because the X is to close it. All right, let me stop here and all right. You know what?
I think I need computer 101. I need to forget. I'm in the wrong class.
No, you're not. You're fine. Just you need to create an account, a Microsoft account. That's gonna be your homework. Let me send the email to the rest of the class really quick for the assignment here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, if I don't have your email, please put it in the chat so I can add it to the list that I'm gonna send this handout really quick here.
Sorry, I needed a tissue. Okay, what did you want me to do? I'm sorry.
No, if you already created your account, I will have to have the new account on the chat so I can copy and paste it into the list of the people who I'm sending this assignment to.
Okay, so you want me to type in my email or can I just give it to you?
No, but the email that you're gonna use for the Outlook, you have to do.
Right.
You already in Outlook? You already in an Outlook already or no?
I am. I made an account.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I didn't erase it, but we can try it. You want me to try to sign in again and make sure I have an account?
Yeah, look at my screen. Let me show you guys my screen here. See, once you're signed in, you'll have this, you have this window that you see on my screen. This is the window that Microsoft Office 365 welcome kind of window. So I'm right here, look at Microsoft Office 365. That means I'm logging to Microsoft Office 365. And also over here, it has, when I click on it, it has my information. See my, this one right here. Sorry. See that little P for Pavas 59 and Outlook? It says that I'm signed in. So if you're signed in, you'll be able to see this information that I'm pointing at. Okay, right here.
Okay, so I need to go out and start all over again. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know because I can't see your window. So do you create the account, the Outlook account that I said that they will create it for you?
Well, I'm gonna go into Office 365 and sign in. And then I'll know if my account is set up, right?
All right. And once you're signing, you should be able to see it on the corner. Okay, let me send this to the people.
Oh, I am.
Jennifer.
signed in.
Jennifer, what is that?
Mr. Vasquez, may I ask one quick question?
Sure.
Until I sign in 365, can I give you my just regular in my chat, regular email?
Yeah, I can send you,
Did you hear what I said?
barely, yeah, just put, oops.
What I just said was, until I get signed into 365, I'll just give you in the chat my regular email, and then I'll work on 365 next week.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Lupita, what is your email, Lupita? Because I can't find it. Robles something, no? I got Robles Lupita 11. Is that the one you're using, or Robles Lupita 11? Check on this corner, Lupita, to see which one you're using, so I can send you the. Okay.
What does the lemon do?
Barbara.
Thank you.
Yeah, put it in the chat if you.
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm talking to Lupita. Lupita, put it in the chat because I don't have your email. Okay, there it is. What is this email? And I have
Oh, because it gives you some taste.
Okay, wait a minute. It didn't copy correctly. Oh, because you put a comma on it. Can you type it again without the comma? Because put the period instead. It won't translate correctly.
Which one's mine? Well, that was not mine. Mine had these.
All right, so.
I didn't put a comma. Mine says l.sheps@gmail.
On the one you put in the chat, it has a comma.
No, on my screen it says l.sheps. I'll try it again. Thank you.
Teacher, yo tengo a Roble Lupita. Roble Lupita.
George, ¿cuál es su email, George? George, Jorge. Alvarado 84, is that the one? All right.
Does it show l.sheps@gmail? I did it again.
Yeah, this time is correct.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, it gave me an error when I pasted it. So there it is. See?
Okay, no problem.
So, who else?
Mine.
Marina. Lupita?
Esa.
I have two right here. You see my screen, Lupita? I have two.
Okay, that one on the top.
Okay.
With the blue R.
All right, I got it. And then who else? We got Jackie. Have you? Marina. Marinita, what the email?
I'm sorry, Mr. Vasquez, what was that?
What is your email?
Oh, the one for
For Outlook, the ones that you can get it on Outlook.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it.
Hola.
It's a jasmine, an orange, y le puse limón. Thank you.
What's the first letter?
For mine?
Está largo esto. Ya lo supo, ya no puedes fumarlo.
Hold on a second. It's because I wrote them all, Mr. Vasquez, because I already have everything set up in my computer. I don't have to log on or put my password or anything, because everything's already here.
Go to look at what you see my screen. If you click right here, it shows you the email you're using.
Ah, okay, hold on.
And then hold on, what was your email? Here it is.
Here.
The Gmail, because I got it. Who else? That's it.
I have, okay, so it's Hanash, M-A,
okay.
1977 at Outlook.
Yeah, I got it right here.
All right, thanks.
It doesn't give it to me automatically. I don't know why. I have to at least know the first letters.
You have mine, huh, Mr. Vasquez?
That's Marcos. Paula? Yeah, Paula, I think I use the Gmail that I had on time.
Helen, pero lo rico del té es que te lo comes calientito, Helen.
All right. All right.
Junior.
What else I need? Let me just.
Yuyo. Yuyo.
Marinita, can you mute yourself?
El pantalón.
It wasn't me, Mr. Vasquez. I had mute myself already. I don't know who it is.
There's two Marinas. All right, so
They
here.
just muted themselves.
Oh, okay. Let me send it. So this is the file I'm sending. Okay, just open it. And remember, you have to click in to download it or save it to your OneDrive. I don't know if I have everybody's email. You're logging in Laura Wilkes. I don't have your email. You're using your wife's laptops after all. I don't have your email. Can you just type the email on the chat, and that way I can just add it to the list and send you the file. Let me attach the file here.
Mr. Vasquez, who are you speaking to right now?
I forgot his name, but he's logging in as Laura Wilkes.
Hey there, Mr. Vasquez. Yeah, sorry there, guy. I was using my phone because I told you I have an Apple computer, so I had to commandeer my my lady's computer. I'm Laura Wilkes here for a little bit.
Just to send your email to send you the assignment, and then you can probably complete it on your own because it's pretty easy.
Okay, cool beans. So I'll send it to you in the chat right now.
Yeah, just paste it, and that way I can copy and paste it and just put it on the list here.
And that's my Gmail account. And then by next Thursday, I'll have a 365 account. I'm sorry, Thursday.
See, the ideal thing on this, save it to your OneDrive is called. That's the cloud that Microsoft offers free. Okay. But if you're not using your Outlook, your Microsoft 365 account, then just open it. Click on it and open it. All right. So either way, click. Yeah, click to open it. All right, so because you can still use the file that I'm sending, okay? Because be slightly different than how we're gonna do it the rest of the class, but it'll be the same thing. So I'm sending the file right now. Hopefully everybody gets it. I don't know if I miss anybody. I think I have everybody. I get Raimundo, Jennifer, Jacqueline, Barbara, Jorge. Oh, I got your email. Here it is. Copy.
This is fit to under 50% if I wanted to.
All right, there it is. Paula, Lupita, I think I have. I went to the list, so I think I got everybody. Here we go. Let me send it now. If you check on your email, you should have the new file. Okay. So I send it to everybody right now. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. You know what? I didn't send it to myself. I should have sent it to myself too. Go back over here. Send. Let me forward it to myself. I send myself a copy of it so that way I have it too. Okay, so let me close this too. Linda, so send it to that account. Okay, so let me send it to that account. All right, I send this everywhere, so I hope everybody got it. See, when we're on the Microsoft Office 365 website, all you have to do is just click right here, and then you can save it to the OneDrive, and it goes into your cloud. You know, your OneDrive is it's kind of like the Google Drive, same idea, and it makes it really easy to work off on it. So I'm gonna save it to my drive. There it is, and then I can close my Outlook now. My tab for Outlook, and here's my Office account. This is my OneDrive right here. It's that little cloud, and it should be right here. Usually it says attachments. Let me see. Usually it's on attachments. When I click on it, just waiting for. There it is. See, computer components has like a couple of little lines showing that that's the first thing that I got. So I'm gonna click on it, and then it will open up. And we do this almost every class, so you'll get used to this process. And here, look at it. Our job is just to name all these components. See if you can know all the components that you see on the screen. But we can do it together, all right? So I'll wait a few minutes till everybody gets their file, and then we can name this. Don't forget, I'm also recording this session, so once I'm done, it will be posted, and I'll send you the link on a text message, and then you can watch it on YouTube and stop it wherever you need to you know, follow a step or something. All right. So let me know when you get it, just with a raise of hand, that way, show hand, you know, on the little icons, click raise hand, and that way I know you got it. Okay? So nobody has gotten it yet. All right. So check your email, the email you provided me, and it should be there. Open it. If it's an external email, if it's not a Microsoft email, then you can save it to your OneDrive, but you can open it. You can click on it to open the file and work on it independently from Microsoft. But if you're using the Microsoft account, then just click on the little arrows and select Save to the OneDrive. Once it's done, you click on the OneDrive and open the show you again. So you click on the OneDrive, it will open up, and it has a folder called Attachments. That's where all the things that I send you will be there. So here is the one I just sent.
Mr. Vasquez, just to let you know, I found mine in the junk instead of my
yeah,
regular
sometimes
email.
it does that because it's I send you a mass email, so you were not the only one. And nowadays, a lot of the websites they try to make sure that it's not like a chain, you know, like a spam. So and sometimes it will send it to the junk mail. That's why I would say. Remember, I always say, you know, make sure you check your junk mail. It could have gone there because you're not the only one I'm emailing. I'm emailing a bunch of other students in Microsoft Outlook thinks that it's this spam. You know, somebody just sending email with offers. You know.
Teacher, okay, we had to download and save it to OneDrive.
Yeah, save to your OneDrive. Don't download, save to your OneDrive.
Okay.
It's easier to do it that way. Okay. That's if you're using the Microsoft Office 365 account. If you're using Gmail or any other account, then you have to go to your Gmail and then open it there. Okay.
Mr. V,
Mm-hmm.
question.
Yes.
So I'm using it on my Gmail, but because I don't have 365 yet, and I'm gonna work on it this week, we can do the
No, no, no.
assignment. and
No,
send
you,
it.
no, you can open it. Does it allow you to open it or no? If you click on it, it should be able to open it.
No, I have it on my telephone. I'm using my telephone.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I'd have to do it, and I have no percent, so I'll do it this week, and then I'll get it to you by Thursday, and then I'll have the 365 account as well.
All right, all right.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
try, okay? Thanks.
Yeah, yeah, you should be able to get it done. It's
I just have
Hey.
to check why the password didn't work, because I do have Outlook, I have everything, I just don't know what's going on, and I don't want to detain the class anymore.
No, no, no,
Okay?
no, no, don't worry. You're good. All right, so let me. Everybody has it now, or no? We're still waiting. Is it safe to start answering the handout? Yes. All right. Look at if you notice on this handout, has a bunch of computer components. So we're gonna try to decipher what each component is. Starting with number one, look at, I'm gonna zoom in on mine so you guys see exactly what is this number one pointing to. So I'm zooming in, clicking here on the plus sign. Notice the number one is pointing to what? I think it's pointing to the computer case. See, the whole thing. The computer case. So we can call it this usually we call it the oops. Some people call it the desktop, but usually it's the computer case. So we're gonna put computer case or the computer basically. But I think the computer. It's pointing to the computer case this thing, the number one. Okay. So I just put computer case. Now let me go back up here for number two. Number two, you notice that it's pointing to this thing right here. This thing in the old computers used to be guess what, like a storage. This used to be like a little storage for the CDs. You'll lift the little thing and you put your CDs in there. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but it was the CD storage. So number two points to the CD storage. So right here for number two, I'm gonna put CD storage. So far we got number one, computer case. Number two, CD storage. Copy them from me, okay? If you're I'm gonna scroll up and then just go to the next one. Number three, what is number three pointing at? The monitor. Remember this big old thing? This is the monitor. So it is pointing to the monitor.
The dinosaur.
The dinosaur monitor is one of those old monitors. So they also call it what? Screen. So either way is correct. Screen.
Monitor screen.
Use one of the two words is fine. The point here is to identify these components. So the first one, it was pointing to the computer itself, the computer case. And this type of computer case, we call it a desktop because, no, I'm sorry, we call it a tower. This is a tower computer. Usually goes on the floor. The desktop, which is the rectangular one, goes on top of the desktop. That's what they call it, desktop, because it goes on top of the desk. And then, so let's continue. So number three, number four. See, number four is basically pointing at what? Pointing at the drive. You know, the little thing to close the CD drive or CD-ROM drive. So in reality, it's called an optical drive. Optical drive. That's the correct name. Okay. So you can call it a CD drive if you want. Is fine. CD-ROM drive, they used to call them. But the correct name actually is optical drive. So that's our number four pointing at.
Drive, optical drive.
Yeah, let me scroll down right there. So number one was a computer case. Number two is the CD storage. Number three is the monitor or the screen. Number four is the optical drive or CD-ROM drive. Either way is fine, you know. We don't even use those things anymore. They're ancient now. Okay, so number 5 is actually pointing to the actual CD-ROM disk or compact disk, you know, they call them too. That's what CED stands for, compact disk. So let's put compact disk. Those things will scratch ugly, you know. You know, if you had a nice CD with a game or with a song or an album or whatever, when you scratch those things, that's it. You needed to get another one. That's why it's all technology. We don't use that anymore. Now everything is digital. All right, so number 6, guess what this is? This is a floppy disk.
Oh.
Floppy disk. Well, not the floppy disk. This is the disk drive. Floppy disk drive, they call it, but we're just gonna put disk drive. Okay. So it's pointing at this little thing right here, and this 7 is actually the floppy disk. So 7 will be floppy disk. So 6 is disk drive, and the 7 is the floppy disk. Usually when you bought the programs, they will come on those floppy disks or CDs, and then you have to install them that way. So that's our number 7. Now number 8, what do you think is number 8? Anybody here? Help me out. It's pointing at this thing.
The keyboard.
Keyboard, there you go. All right, so number 8 is the keyboard.
What is number 7?
Number 7 is a floppy disk. And usually they call it the keyboard is 101 keys. How do they know that? You count them, it's 101 keys. It's the standard keyboard, 101 keys, okay? Okay, number 9 is pointed at what?
Mouse.
The mouse, yeah, the mouse. All right. Now, what is number 10? Can anybody figure out what number 10 is? This right here. Number 9 is a mouse. Number 10. What does it look like?
Computer screen?
No, you know what it is? It's actually a tablet. One of the first tablets, they were huge. So it's a tablet. So number 10 is a tablet. It's just, you know, general technology here they're trying to introduce you to. So number 10 is, yeah, correct. Yeah, number 10 is a tablet. Now number 11.
A laptop?
A laptop. You ever heard of a laptop or a notebook? What's the difference between the two? The notebook goes on the desk, and the laptop is supposed to go, it's smaller, and it goes on your lap.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the difference. A notebook is a little bigger, and usually you want to put it on the desk, you know. But the laptop, it goes on your lap. So they look the same to me, but that's the difference. All right, so 11 is a laptop, it's a smaller one. So laptop. Okay, so 11 is a laptop. If you miss any number, let me know, okay? So I can tell you. So we're ready to go to number 12. Does anybody know what number 12 is?
Joystick.
A joystick, yeah. Those are for playing games, yeah. So joystick. So number 12 is joystick. Usually for playing games. Okay. Now number 13, what is it? Looks like a mouse, but it's not a mouse. What is it? I don't know if anybody had one of those. I bought one of those things. They were horrible. Does anybody know what it is?
Isn't it the same thing that was like the joystick that you had the option to use that, the joystick for this thing?
No, it had a ball on top. You know how the mouse, you have to move the mouse around, you know. Well, this thing, it was stationary, and you move the little ball on top.
So it was a mouse then?
It was called a trackball. Kind of like a pointing device, not quite a mouse, but they were horrible, you know. I tried them, and they were not good. They were hard to use. So it was called trackball. That's why you don't see them anymore, because it was like, they were horrible, horrible devices. Trackball. So this little ball right here on top is the one that you move. The other two were buttons for, you know, right and left. It was so hard to operate. Now the next one, anybody familiar with this? This is an external DVD.
Oh, really?
Because remember, computers, when they came out only with CDs. If you needed a DVD to play movies, you had to get an external DVD. So it's an external DVD, that's what it is. Right? External DVD. DVD-ROM. Or drive, actually drive. Okay, DVD drive. External DVD drive. What is the difference between a CD and a DVD? Is the capacity. A CD can only have up to 650 megabytes of information. Half a gigabyte, which is nothing, you know. My phone comes with 120 gigabytes, you know. But back then, CDs came with only 650, half of a gigabyte. A DVD had the capacity of 4 gigabytes. So if you multiply that, it would be what? How many times? 2, 4, 6, like 7 times the capacity of a CD.
Wow.
That's why DVDs were a little bit better for saving, especially movies. You know, for movies, when you when you used to buy a movie on a DVD, you still do. It comes with a bunch of languages and a bunch of extra stuff. You know, like behind the scenes and interviews with the actors or the directors, you know, cut or comments and things like that, because they had a large capacity. That was the reason why they became so popular. And Blu-ray has, you know, 10 times the capacity of a DVD. But that's also old technology. Nobody uses that anymore. All right, so let's go to 15. Everybody knows what number 15. What is it?
A surge protector.
Surge protector. All right, so let's put it right here. So 15 is the surge protector. One of the things, you want to have a surge protector on your computer, because unfortunately, you know how the electricity sometimes has these little spikes that goes, you know, up or down, because it's very unstable. You know, we're supposed to have what, 115 volts, but sometimes we go to 118, 120, and it's very very, very unstable. And sometimes you get spikes, and those little spikes can damage, you know, especially electronic equipment. That's why they always recommend to have a surge protector to protect you from those surges, you know, of power going up or down. You know, here in the U.S., our electricity is very, very reliable. You know, it's kind of steady; it never changes. But in other countries, it goes up and down like crazy, especially like in Mexico or other countries. I've seen that, you know, it goes up and down all of a sudden, you know, like it dims the lights. So that's dangerous for components, electronic components especially. All right, so that was 15. Let's now go to 16. This is 16 right here. What is that?
The printer?
A printer, yeah. And it looks like one of those color printers that you buy them for $30, but then if you want to put ink, it's $60. So the ink is more expensive than the actual printer. You ever notice that? That's why they always say that when your ink goes out, instead of buying a new ink, which is $60 for the color and well, actually 30 for the color and 30 for the black and white, just go buy a new printer. It'll be a waste, but you know, it's cheaper. Anyway, so and it's what we call that one. That particular type of printer is what we call a desk jet, because he uses that type of technology. All right, so next one, 17. Anybody remember those things?
What is it? It's a printer too?
No, this one, 817.
What is it?
Scanner? The scanner?
A scanner. There you go. Yeah, it's a scanner.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an all scanner. Now, would you just take a picture? It's easier, huh? Like I had to send some. Why did I have to? I had to send something. And instead of scanning the document, I just took a picture and send it in. It's so easy. Anyway, so that's 17. 18. What does it look like? It's like a cable connector.
Uh-huh.
It looks like USB on one side, so it connects to the either the printer or the scanner on the other side. So we call it a USB cable for 18. Let me just clear my little circle here. So we're gonna put USB cable. Okay. So it can be, the USB cable can be used on everything, on the printer, on the scanner, and also the external drive. They were designed to operate on any of those things. Now, some of the new printers, they're network printers. You don't even have to connect them anymore. They're Wi-Fi. So makes it so easy. All right, so that was 18. Let's go to 19 now. 19 is software. Is Microsoft Word? No, I think it is. See right here?
It looked like a book.
Well, it looks like a keyboard and it says something Word. I see the word right here, barely. Probably zoom in more, what happens? I think I can see any more. Oops. I zoom in a lot to see. No, you can't see. It says MS Word, Microsoft Word, I think it is. All right, so it's basically what we call productivity software. Remember that we're talking about it on the video? So it's just productivity software. Productivity software.
Right.
Productivity software. That's how they call it. All right.
Can you repeat the first word?
The what number?
The 19.
It's productivity software.
Oh, product. Thank you.
It means that you use it to produce something like documents and things like that. Scroll down a little bit for number 20. What is our number 20 here? It looks like another piece of software, but I can't really see what it is. It looks like I don't know. This kind of software, I think it's kind of like one of those utility software, like a virus scanner or something that can scan your computer. So we call this utility software. Meaning we use it for for fixing things, to scan your computer for viruses or firewall, things like that. They don't really do anything for you. They keep the operating system, safe. You must have a antivirus on your computer, otherwise your computer will get infected. Right. In the old days, viruses will come in the form of a disk or a file. But nowadays, even websites, if you go to a website, trying to find a picture or something, a video or a movie or whatever, or a game, that's usually how they infect your computer nowadays. Okay, so having an antivirus software will stop that. Will prevent you from going to the website that is infected because it checks the website before you go into it. All right, so 21. This one, 21. Look at it. It's you notice it's like math. I see a math an addition there. So this we call educational software. All right. So anything, this is like for learning, I don't know, math or algebra or calculus, any software that allows you to learn something, we call it educational software. Okay. And then the last one, you notice that it's 22 is games. How we call the type of software? We call it entertainment software. All right. So those are kind of like the four categories of software. You got productivity software, any program that allows you to create stuff, you know, such as Word, Excel, even what is it? I just went blank right now. QuickBooks is another software that allows you to do accounting on your computer. So any of those type of programs, we call them productivity software. You become more productive using that software. And then the next one was utility software, such as a virus scan, you know, an antivirus, a firewall, one of those programs. And then the next one, 21, is educational software, such as to learn a new language, you know, like, what was the name of that one that used to be really popular years ago? For learning a new language. You guys will remember that. They had it everywhere. I will see it. I don't even hear about it anymore. I can't even think of the name. Well, it'll come up to me someday. Anyway, so and then the last one is for playing games or music or whatever. That we call entertainment software. So those are the kind of like the four types of software that they have on this little picture. So that's it. Here's the list. If you want to take a picture of it or watch the video later on to complete it. Okay. And it's 8 o'clock. Usually at this time we end our class. So thank you very much if you completed everything. If not, don't forget that I'm recording this, and at the end of our class I'll be uploading the video. It takes me a while because it has to be uploaded to the YouTube website where I put them. All right. So
quick question, Mr. Vasquez.
Sure.
Yeah, I while you were going through this, I created my my account with my Gmail, but I didn't create a Microsoft. So I opened it up and I couldn't find the file. I mean, the file which you sent of this.
It probably went to your Gmail.
Yeah, I went to my Gmail. Shouldn't I have gotten a copy on the account that I just created?
Or Outlook? No, and it should have, but I didn't. It didn't. So I don't know. When you go right here to see, like right here on, let me go to my I'm in look. Let me go to my Microsoft right here. When I click right here, what account do you see right here? When you click
right here, I see Pablo 59 at Outlook.
No, on yours. On yours.
Right. Okay.
So you click on that. They will have the first letter of your name. Usually, as an icon.
Right. Do you think it would be better if I recreated the account with a Microsoft email?
That's why I said at the beginning, it's easier if you don't have an account. It's easier to create just one that Outlook will give you, and that way it's less complicated, and it goes directly. The stuff that I send you goes directly to you.
Right. So what should I just disable what I just created and
I don't know if it allows you to change the email. I don't know. Let me see if I go to my Microsoft account. Let me see if it allows you to do that. If you change the password, no. Add your name to no. See what it does here. No, it just went to Outlook. Just kick me out of there. So I don't know if there should be a way that allows you to do that. You know, to change my Microsoft account maybe. Update your security info. View and manage your personal data store. No, you know, I don't know. I don't know if there's what is Microsoft account sign in password. I don't know. You have to do like a search to see if it allows you to change your email account on the Microsoft. Sometimes it does that, and I've seen it on other websites.
So I made an error by creating this account with my Gmail, which I should have just did.
I think it does give you an option also. If you look in the help, it gives you an option to manage how you send it to Microsoft. Look at I'm over here in this thing, and I think this is where it allows you to sign in with a different Microsoft account now, because you're accessing it. Okay, so if I go right here, let me see if it allows me to provide my identity. I don't know, but there's a way of doing it. I know there's a way of changing your email and using a different email. It might be a little complicated steps, but if you want to give it a try, if not, just create a new account. All right, let me stop this for now for the class. All right, class. Thank you very much. See you guys on Thursday, and I'll post the video to the group chat on your phone. You know, I'll send it to your phone.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you, Mr.
Vasquez.
Vasquez.
And good night, everybody.
See you guys Thursday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're leaving in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.